Hello, welcome back to Marydale Lane. My name is Maddie, and today I have some fall picture books. So, as promised in last week's video, I'm finally getting around to filming some fall picture book recommendations. Not really a recommendations video, although I do recommend all of these books, but just because there are so many great seasonal stories that it feels impossible to cover them all or even give a big overview of them all. So today I've just picked out 4 of my favorites that I have in my collection or available to me. And I figured we would just sit down and look through them. They all have really beautiful styles, but I think there's a good bit of variation in them as well. The lighting is going to get a bit funky. The days are getting a little bit shorter and darker, so this may be one of the last videos I'm able to film after I get home from work. So yeah, we'll make do. We'll see some beautiful picture books, and I'll flip you down to the table view and we'll get started. All right, this is the first one we've got. I've had to zoom way out because this one is such a large book, but this is Leaf Man by Lois Ehlert, who is an excellent collage illustrator. And so all of the illustrations in this book were made out of, I think, like photocopies of real leaves that she collected, and some I think that were collected by friends and then mailed to her, which I think is really cool that all of these illustrations were real leaves. It seems like a great way to celebrate the season, all of the different colors and shapes. I also really like about this story that the pages are cut so that they layer on top of each other in really interesting ways. It's really simple text-wise, just about a line on each page, but then there are different pictures and animals just made out of the leaves on all of these different brightly colored backgrounds. Little leaf chickens, good texture along the page cuts. I will say every fall, this is one that I never skip in terms of reading to my students. I always squeeze this one in somehow. Yeah, there is no shortage of beautiful autumnal picture books, but I feel like I haven't seen very many that use real leaves. Or if you know of any, let me know in the comments. I'm really tempted to read these out loud. It feels weird to flip through picture books and not read any of the words. But if I did that, we'd be here for a long time. And then she has a little author's note about picking out the leaves and where some of them came from. Along with this, they're labeled in different ways. There's Leaf Man. The next one we're moving to is Wild Child by Lynn Plord, illustrated by Greg Couch. This one's a little bit more whimsical. Oh, I haven't done years on any of these. Let me see if I see a year for Leaf Man. (2005) for Leaf Man. Let's see about Wild Child. (1999). I like this one. The premise that Mother Earth is really a mother and all of the seasons are her children. I think the illustrations are really beautiful. I'll have to see if it says, oftentimes with the publication information, it'll give a little note about what medium the illustrations were drawn in. I'll have to see if it says, I'm not sure. Thinking maybe pencils based on the texture, but we'll see. I love how it's kind of faded into these blues and pinks. As we're starting the transition from fall to winter. Now we're in the deep blues before winter wakes up. Looks like there's a book for each other, season 2, Winter Waits, Spring Sprung, and Summer's Vacation. I've not yet checked those out, but I probably will because I really enjoy this one. I see. Note from the artist, washes of liquid acrylic and then details with colored pencil. There's a Wild Child. This next one is a new acquisition of mine called In November. Not that we're quite there yet, but November is definitely still fall. And again, I love all the colors of the leaves. This one has a very almost impressionist texture. It's very blobby in a nice way. Once again, this one's quite simple on text, relying mostly on the pictures. Since this one is new to me, I haven't yet sat down and read it to a group of kids to see how they like it. I'm not sure, but I certainly like it. And then this one is 2000. These illustrations were done in oil paints. Yeah, there's In November. And then the last one of the bunch, this one is called Oak Leaf by John Sanford. And I do love when books come with a dust jacket to see what the design is underneath. And I love this one. I think it is so beautiful. I love when the designs are different. Oak Leaf, this one is 2019, so by far the newest of the bunch. doesn't say in the front what the illustrations were made in. Maybe it will in the back. I love the colors in this one. So beautiful. A really pretty mix of like a traditional autumnal palette as well as lots of very soft pastels. I think it's really, really pretty. I love this, all the tiny leaves on the margins. And that is oak leaf. I love all the subtle shapes in the clouds. Now this one is very, very pretty. Again, a new acquisition of mine. I'm really happy I got it. I was looking to kind of boost my collection of fall books anyway, and I'm really happy with this set. But yeah, here were 4 of my favorite fall picture books. I hope you enjoyed. Maybe you saw a new one that you want to pick up, whether you're a parent, a teacher, or just a picture book lover like myself. But thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!